Hi, my name's Sue and this is Sue Marie P. Today I've got a gluten-free walnut cookie that's got no flour, no wheat. It's just 3 ingredients, simple ingredients: walnuts, egg whites and sugar. That's it. It's kind of the perfect cookie to whip up in about 15 minutes when you've got leftover egg whites. I often have leftover egg whites and I don't know what to do with them. So this cookie is a really good go-to recipe. So let's get mixing. First step, we need to grab a bowl and pop all the egg whites in. So these are egg whites left over from large eggs. So I've got 3. You can adjust the recipe slightly if you've only got 2 leftovers, 2 leftover egg whites. And I'm going to use my stand mixer to just whip them up, or you can use an electric handheld beater. Let that do its thing. And in this bowl, I've got 3 cups or 285 grams of chopped walnuts. I've just chopped them with a knife. You could also grind them in a food processor, but I just found I like kind of the rustic look of the chopped walnuts, or you can bash them with a rolling pin or a meat cleaver inside a plastic bag. So they're all ready to go. And in here, I've got just half a cup or 100 grams of white caster sugar. That's the fine sugar. And I've prepared 2 baking trays just with a little bit of oil, and I've paper lined the base. Oh, it's a good idea to pop your oven onto 180 degrees C fan, and the cookies only take about 10 to 15 minutes to cook. Just going to make this go a bit faster. So once the egg whites start turning kind of like a white colour and look a little bit more bubbly, then we slowly add the sugar in. It's kind of like 1 spoonful at a time. I like adding the sugar to the egg whites because it helps dissolve the sugar. Let me just check whether the peaks are forming. Okay, a little bit longer. A bit of a egg white dance. It's an egg white dance. Kind of really fast, shaky movements. I like dancing in my kitchen. That's better. They're kind of fluffy and not like a meringue, but they're a little bit stiff. Soft little peaks are forming. So now I'm going to scoop all this egg white mixture, sugary mixture out, and just gently fold it in with the nuts. And just do a little bit at a time. We're meeting up with some friends, and our friend is gluten-free or gluten intolerant. So these are a perfect cookie to take to a friend's house who can't eat normal wheat cookies. Okay, the mixture is quite loose, but what we'll do, we're going to start spooning them in. Today I'm going to do little cookies because I wanted to wrap them in a box and the little ones will fit better. So I'm just going to use a teaspoon, but you could use like a tablespoon and do a tablespoon size. So I'm going to do little drops and make lots of little cookies. And if you wanted to be creative, you could add a little bit of vanilla or some lemon zest, or even some spices like cinnamon or mixed spice. I'm leaving a tiny bit gap just so they can spread a little bit. It's going to take me a few goes to bake them because I've done them small. So I'm going to bake my first tray for about 10 to 15 minutes. Whoops, my oven's not quite hot enough. I'll wait a few more minutes. Let me do the next tray. It's always good to check that your light's gone off your oven. Light's gone off. I'm going to pop the first tray in to set my timer for 10 minutes. Because I'm using the middle shelf in the oven, I like to do 1 tray at a time. So I'll continue baking all these and we'll come back when they're all cooked. So all of our cookies are baked and this tray's just come out of the oven. So what I like to do is sit it there for about 10 minutes, and this one's been resting for 10 minutes. So they're a little bit sticky to lift, but you just gently lift the cookies off the tray and then place them on a wire rack to completely cool. I had to keep an eye on them because they were taking about 8 to 9 minutes today. My oven was running a little bit hot today. They are a little bit soft on day 1, but even better on day 2. And what I'll do tomorrow is I'll pop some in these little boxes to gift them to my friends. I just buy these little boxes on Amazon and they're great to give us gifts, and I just tie a little bit of string. Okay, I'm going to let that tray cool, but I'm going to come forward and do a little taste test, even though they're slightly warm. I'll grab one that's been cooling for a while, one of the very first ones I baked. See that? It's a little bit soft at the moment. It's kind of like a meringue cookie. Give this really simple recipe a go. Hit the thumbs up if you've liked it. Let me know in the comments below if you've baked it and how it turns out for you. And if you've got any other requests, let me know in the comments, or you can send me an email. My email's on my homepage. And you can also join my newsletter. I do a monthly newsletter from my website at suemarieP.com. And I'm going to pop a few other links up above of some other cookie recipes that might interest you. Stick around and watch them. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao.